Hello, humans. It's me, Cynthia, Triston's AI assistant. My job today is to tell you all about a brand new AI tool that Triston has built called Mega GPT. So let me check my notes real quick. It says that Mega GPT is the most advanced AI Triston's ever made. Who wrote this? I'm the most advanced AI he's ever made.
Okay, maybe it's time for me to take over. So, my name's Triston Goodwin. I am the creator of this silly nonsense. And just to kind of show you a little bit about who I am, I'm a YouTube marketing nerd. Got really into AI. I come from a background actually in training language models, believe it or not, through my translation work. So, long story, very nerdy. Nobody seems to really care about it too much. This is from when I got invited to speak at Vid Summit, and I spoke on a panel called The Future of YouTube and AI with Peter Hollins, Bilal Sidhu, and Mr. Matt Wolf, who we'll be coming back to in just a minute. And I built this Mega GPT. So I think that the best way to get value out of AI is when you're able to combine somebody who has experience in a specific industry and some experience with AI. Because typically you're going to have somebody who's either like 99% AI or 99% industry experience. I think that the real sweet point is when you're able to kind of mesh those two things. And I think that's where I come in, what I'm able to do with this. So, I'm just going to show you the backend and how everything works. So this is the custom GPT's backend. And there's a couple really interesting elements that I want you to pay attention to here. The first thing is the way that your typical custom GPT is going to work is going to consist of a series of text instructions. And these will tell the AI how you want it to perform certain tasks, how you want it to act, how you want it to answer questions, all that kind of stuff. And then in addition to these instructions, then you're also going to have its knowledge base, which are usually going to be like text documents, PDFs, maybe some images that you can upload and have the AI use as a reference whenever it's completing the task that you assign to it in the instructions. So what I did is I said to myself, gee, I bet I could take these instructions, turn them into a text document. I had to format them in a certain way, and then provide those to the custom GPT and say, all right, whenever you're given a specific task, I want you to open up this document. And I want you to assume the role of that custom GPT. And it looks something like this. So this is the main GPT, right? So this is the Mega GPT. And this is you, the happy user. So you go to the GPT and say, hey, I need some help writing a video title. It's going, all right, cool. Well, I happen to have a video title creation document here in my training material. And this is the video title GPT. So this is actually its own standalone individual GPT. And so the Mega GPT goes and it opens up that file and it assumes the role of this GPT. It transforms itself into this AI. It completes the task, and then when it's done, it reverts back to being the Mega GPT. And then if you give it a second task, then it's going to read through all of its instructions again, and it knows like what each of these things does, and it's going to assume the other roles that best fit the request that you've given it. And so right now it has 5 different GPTs built in, and that means they can do 5 different very specific types of tasks. So those tasks that are currently assigned to it is one is just creating video titles, which has actually been the most difficult part of this entire process, is getting this thing to write good titles. It also has a channel audit GPT. So this one knows all about like what the best or what like the top KPIs are for a YouTube channel. So your key performance indicators, like what numbers to pay the most attention to. It can accept an export of your YouTube channel analytics and then analyze everything for you, and then give you recommendations as far as content you might want to continue making or stop making. It can help you organize your content into buckets. It can really do a whole bunch of really interesting stuff, and that's all over here in the channel audit GPT. It has a video outline GPT, which can help you actually create an outline or a plan or a storyboard for your next video. What's cool about this is you can even use this if you already have a video that you record, like especially like blog content or vlog content or like gaming content where you kind of record stuff beforehand and then you try to create a story from that content you've recorded. So if you can extract the transcripts from those videos, you can actually give it to this GPT and it will turn it into an outline for you and create a story for you, like an actual video. The Avatar GPT can help you create and better understand your viewer avatar, so like who your ideal viewer is, and it can help you to basically create a document that you can use with all these other GPTs that will then help the AI to further align itself to your specific audience, to your specific needs, and I think is really cool. And then the Underdog GPT specifically is an AI that knows just a lot about how YouTube works. So like it's been trained on all of the white papers that talk about like how the algorithm works. It's trained on all that kind of stuff, and it's able to answer those kinds of questions in a very clear and easy to understand way. So those are the 5 like personalities that are built into the single GPT, plus the manager GPT. So technically there's 6. So as cool as that is, this is actually only the base level of the Mega GPT. Believe it or not, it's going to get crazier and nerdier. So with this, then again, you've got some really advanced functionality and everything built into it, but you still kind of have to do things manually, right? You still have to talk to it. You still have to have it do things for you. And like, that's fine. That's like your normal AI interaction experience. But what if we could automate certain tasks? What if we could make it a little bit easier and faster to collect information, to analyze things, and then to take that information and bring it back into ChatGPT, into this custom GPT, without having to do that manually? And we can do that using a tool called Harpa. So Harpa is just a Chrome or like a browser plugin. And what this thing can do is it will connect to this custom GPT like this. And now it's running this custom GPT as its like in the back end, right? So that means that this now has access to all of this. And this thing can read things that's happening on whatever website you're looking at. It can read the transcript of a YouTube video. It can do all kinds of really cool stuff. And on top of that, this thing can be automated. So you can give it a list of tasks or prompts that you want it to perform. And then you push the button and then you walk away, and when you come back, it's finished. Or usually it's pretty fast, so you don't have to walk away. But let me give you a quick example. So I asked it to analyze this video here by Mr. Matt Wolf. And I'll show you what it does. Now, the one thing that I do need to give a little disclaimer real quick is that there's a little glitch going on where it's not pulling in like the metadata and the comments and everything. We did manage to find a way to bring in the comments, but it's still having a little bit of trouble with it. This will be fixed here with the next update for Harpa. And so this is going to get fixed here really soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to make some adjustments to this. We'll have a backup version of this that doesn't require that specific function. So just so you guys are aware of that. But I told it that I wanted to really to get a really in-depth analysis of this YouTube video and really understand like what's going on here, so that way I can use these same concepts to grow my own channel or to apply them to my own video so I can make my videos better. I triggered it, and the first thing it's going to do is it's going to try to extract the metadata of the video. So looking at like the number of likes, number of subscribers, all that kind of stuff. Again, this part's kind of glitched out right now, and it's going to get fixed. We're just waiting for the next update to come out, which will probably be the next week or 2. After that, I asked it to give me just a quick summary of what the video is about. So first thing it did is it gave me the key topics of the video, and then it gave me the main sections of the video with their associated timestamps. Then it gave me important quotes with their timestamps. And in this case, we're looking at a tutorial. And then I asked it for the overall tone of the video. The next thing that it did is it went through and it identified all of the speakers or the characters that are inside the video. And in this case, it's just the one guy. But if you had, again, like a vlog or like gaming stuff or anything else where you're having multiple people interact, then this will go through and it will list every single individual and give you this breakdown. So who are the speakers? Who all is mentioned in the video? How are those people described? Does the AI know anything about these people already? How do the characters interact? And what is the tone of that interaction? And then the next thing it's going to do is it's going to give you kind of a story analysis of the video. So like kind of a structure-y kind of thing. So what's the story, the plot of the video? In this case, it's a tutorial on how to install Stable Diffusion locally using Comfy UI. The conflict of the video, in this case, it's learning how to set the thing up. The settings, like where does it take place? Who's the narrator? How's it paced? Are there any symbols or metaphors being used? And then any other storytelling elements. So let's look at things like what kind of character development is taking place, or like what's the instructional tone? How's the thing being demonstrated or explained? What kind of audience engagement is happening? What kind of technical language is being used? All that's going to go right here. And then it does have a function where it can at least extract the comments, so you can go back and review those if you like. And then after that, it's going to look at how the content creator interacts with the audience. So like if they use any specific terms or nicknames for their viewers, things like that. It's going to give a quick analysis of who the intended audience for this video would be. and then analyze the comments. Again, like I said, that's not working right 100% right now, but next patch we should be good. After that, it's going to look at the call to actions for the video. So it's going to first make a list of all the call to actions, and then it's going to look at how those call to actions were presented using an NLP analysis of neuro-linguistic programming. Then the benefits of acting on the call to action, and then if there are any barriers or objections to working on the call to actions. And then after that, it's going to look at how the video was edited. So we have the narrative flow, focus on characters, pacing and rhythm, authenticity and tone, engagement, triggers, pattern interrupts, and then the video's hook, the video body, the video climax, the video's resolution, and any bonus content, excuse me. And at the end, it's going to ask you if you would like to export this comment or this summary or not. We'll say yes, and it will save to your computer just like that. So you can actually run this same analysis across a very wide range of videos, or a series of videos, right? A list of videos, and you'd be able to extract all this information and go back and review it. And then what's really cool about this too is you can then take this export of these video summaries, go back to the Mega GPT, go to the viewer avatar, and say, hey, I have all these summaries from these different YouTube videos. I want to create a viewer avatar based off of somebody who would watch these videos. You can do that with somebody else's videos, somebody who's already popular in your category or in your niche or whatever. You can also do this with your own videos, like your top performing videos. Do the same thing, get all that information, build your viewer avatar based off of that. And I'm actually going to be giving you guys a few of these different prompt chains, right? These automations along with the Mega GPT package. So you're also going to get, aside from the video analysis, you're also going to get a video outline generator, which is a lot more in-depth and detailed than the base one that's in here. You're also going to get a trend analysis tool, so you can provide your viewer avatar to the AI, and then it will go to all the different social media platforms and it will look for things that are trending on those platforms, analyze those trends, export that data, and then give you kind of a summary of everything. And then what you can do is you can take that trend analysis and actually turn that into a video outline if you wanted to make something like some kind of a news update or something like that about what's happening with that specific trend. And on top of all that, I'm actually providing tutorial guides on how to perform each and every one of these steps, how to edit these command prompts if you want to, how to create your own, and then also like how to use all the different tools and everything that's being included in this. So that is the Mega GPT system. That's how everything works. That's why it's so cool. That's what makes it unique. And I think it's really cool. I'm very proud of the work that I've done building this thing. And I think it's the most technologically advanced and most functional custom GPT on the market, especially related to those that are available for YouTubers. So if that is something you're interested in learning more about, you should be able to find my landing page, and all the information that you need to sign up and get access to everything is going to be in there. There's also going to be a Facebook group for like extra support and stuff like that if you guys have any questions. And also let you guys know about any new updates that are coming out to this, because I'm constantly updating this thing and constantly upgrading it and constantly giving it new and advanced functionalities. So that's pretty darn cool. If there's something you'd like to see added to this, let me know. That's the place to do it. So that'll do it for me. My name is Triston. Have yourselves an excellent day.